We have an episode of Snapped, America. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Manic Candice podcast. It's your girl Candice back at it again with a brand new episode of the podcast. And today, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, this very good night, we are going to discuss the SNAP benefits in America. I understand that not everyone lives here. I understand we're no longer the center of the world, center of anything. We never were. So sad when Americans lose their pride, isn't it? At least I have. I'm disappointed in everything. Um, I wasn't going to share this, but I think in context of what's going on, I think it's important. I was working for the government and I got let go. Was it due to the shutdown? I don't know. Um, but it left me in a position and in a vulnerable in a shitty economy, jobless, and I am just like the rest of everyone here living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not individually, I'm not rich. Like individual, not right now, but like I don't have money to carry me for 6 months. The job market sucks. The government is not the only area where people are getting fired. America is on fire. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Like it's always on fire, but this time it's blue flame. Like like we're like like we're in the crack pipe. Like we are supplemental nutritional assistance program. Supplemental nutrition assistance program. Whatever it fucking stands for. SNAP. It's an acronym and it describes a program in America called food stamps. And it's under a wider umbrella of other government assistance programs called welfare. Underneath this umbrella of welfare, you have food stamps, which is SNAP. You have cash assistance. You have the states have their local free healthcare. You have to qualify for that. Section 8 housing, you have to qualify for that. All of these government programs under welfare, you have to qualify for. Welfare was established decades ago, and it's been, to my knowledge, the qualifications have changed slightly, but it's been generally the same. Nothing like this has happened or been threatened to happen. This is really serious because it's telling me that this administration, and I don't even want to call it an administration because I don't know who he's working for. He's not working for us. I don't know who he's working for. I don't want to point fingers at countries, but I really feel like whoever funded him the most, Elon and other interests, um, and I think Elon is a front for someone else. Um, we'll talk about that in another episode. But who does he work for? Who the fuck does he work for? Comment below if you know who he works for, if you have an idea, because I don't know, I don't know, Americans, a lot of Americans are not going to have a Thanksgiving this month. What do you mean? And I know Thanksgiving, right? It's problematic. And like I of all people should hate Thanksgiving because I'm Navajo and I'm black, but I don't. it's a holiday, it's a tradition, and for many, many families, it's a time to come together. It's probably only one of the two times they're going to come together. They saved up all year for it for traveling expenses. I was raised on food stamps for a little bit. My mother was raised on food stamps. Her siblings are raised on food stamps. My grandma had food stamps. I know what it's like to have food stamps, to have a limited diet, to eat potatoes and ground beef, to eat hamburger helper, to eat, and I'm talking like every day, to eat bread, plain bread every day. My mom growing up, she shared with me like some moments of food insecurity in her life. And food stamps are for people that need it. And we'll discuss later on how people that don't need it infiltrated the system and put a bad name on it and made it harder for people who need it to get it. I swear, if you are a single person in America, meaning you're not married, you don't have like someone else's income, like your parent or your significant other or anything. Maybe maybe you just have a job. You're a single person with a job in America. You get no help. Guys, when I got fired, I filed for all the things, unemployment, SNAP benefits. I even applied for cash assistance. They were like, no. But the process to get food stamps was very, 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 very invasive for me and very daunting. I believe because I am a single person. First of all, you have to schedule an interview on the phone after you apply online. They say, okay, you're eligible for an interview. So I call at 8:30. They open at 8. No one can take my call anymore because they're booked the whole day. They just opened 30 minutes ago. So I'm painting a picture here. I call the next day at 8:01 and I made it. I made it. I waited 2 hours on hold just to get my interview, my required interview to get through to the next step of the application process for food stamps. I didn't know how much they were going to give me. They don't let you ask. They ask questions such as, are you married? Do you have kids? She asked me like 6 times if I had children. And I was like telling her, I'm like, no. Like, was she like hinting at me to lie? Because it almost seems like you have to lie, like you have to cheat the system that you have if you're a single person in America needing help. It's almost as if you have to be irresponsible and have 6 children, 6 or more children when you can't afford it, or have a child when you can't afford it. If you're on food stamps, you can't afford a child. They were asking me how many children I have, and I got so mad because I'm just like, so this is what people have to do. People have to get in a situation for there to be assistance. Why are we not intervening at the appropriate times? Because what food stamps have done over the years, it has enabled people to not work, to have more kids, to because to not want to get off food stamps. You're getting free food. I used to think that I used to think people with food stamps could only get certain foods, and it was like that. But now you get this debit card and it gets loaded. I mean, how many kids you got? Like one head is like $200. I'm not fucking around. Like I alone, oh, I got denied by the way because they wanted my last 2 months of my bank statements. They wanted my pay stubs, even though I told them I got fired. They wanted a letter from my landlord stating that I need food. They wanted a copy of my rent, the last 2 months I paid rent, and they wanted a copy they wanted a letter of me begging, of me explaining why I need food. Because I need to fucking live. I'm gonna die without it. You happy? Like I am trying. I'm trying so hard to be independent. Did I have to? Was I going to die without the SNAP benefits? No. But some people are. Some people are. Those people on the street, they have benefits. They have Social Security, they have SNAP, and they probably are on a waiting list for housing somewhere. But they're able to eat because they have an EBT card, a SNAP card, for however many benefits they get. Some people I've heard as low as $17 a month. If you're on the street, take it. Fuck it. It's a loaf of bread every other day. America is going to starve this month. And if like I genuinely like I'm making this podcast now. It's October 30th. It's October 30th. I don't think people are taking Trump seriously. And we got 48 hours for them because they're going to, you know what they're going to do on Saturday morning at midnight? People on Snap are going to log in to their benefits portal. Okay. And they're going to check and they're going to see 0.00 deposited for November 2025. And they're going to lose their fucking minds because we're so pacified by our algorithms, by our social media, by our streaming services, by our YouTubers, podcasts. We're so distracted. And then it's like, boom, a tragedy. And then we're back to the algorithms, boom, a tragedy. Like we're so stressed out. And then we have to go to work 40 hours a week, 8 to 5. Um, I, I, I hate what's going on. I don't want to say I hate my country. I'm not that. I mean, I am that dramatic, but I'm not. That's not the sentiment here. I don't hate this place. I love this place, and I just want Trump to. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't think I can say that. I'm not going to say that. Um, shit. I want his presidency to end already, but we have 3 more years of this shit. Riot, 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 riot. We're not mad enough. I don't give a shit if my tax dollars go to someone in need of a meal. I give a shit if it's going to fucking Ukraine. I give a shit if it's going to fucking Bibi Netanyahu again. I give a shit if it's going towards a genocide. I give a shit if it's going towards mass surveillance of this country. I give a shit like if we're all gonna get on accord with this tax shit, feed the people. Trump is looking very Marie Antoinette right now. And we all know what happened to Marie Antoinette. We will fucking eat you. We're already maxed out on our credit cards, okay? People are getting fired because of AI. People have families to feed. Farmers aren't able to sell their product. Like this, like And you know what's pissing me off? The politicians. They're doing this. They're doing this. It's the Democrats, it's the Democrats, Republicans. Shut up. Shut up. Because there's something holding them together. Okay? Because they're all on vacation right now on our dime. As Americans, we're made to believe in a bipartisan system, a fair system, a democracy. Our country's a corporation with the HR department. That's what the fucking administration is HR. And you know who Trump is? The mascot. Because that motherfucker is a puppet. He's like pulled, pulled, pulled. He's a puppet. Remember when we were little, they talked about Illuminati puppets? That's what he is. I'm just really angry. I'm really angry because every year when I was little, I participated in a Thanksgiving food drive where my church, Phoenix North Vineyard, I don't go there anymore, but shout out to Pastor Brian. Um, every year we put on a Thanksgiving food drive where families in need, whether they were believers or not, members of the church or not, could come, park their car, get a bag full of all the fixings for Thanksgiving, and even a turkey and two pumpkin pies or sweet potato pie if that was your thing. Um, and it felt so good inside to help. And that's what I'm going to call on you and your communities to do tonight. I have a platform, I have a voice, I have an audience, and I have a responsibility. Please spread information on local restaurants and food banks that are donating food to people in need. I live in downtown Phoenix, and I'm so proud of my local dumpling spot, Love Bite, for offering free food for a limited time for people with a SNAP or EBT card, food stamp card. Shout out to Love Bite. Your yuzu cheesecake is the bomb. Anyway, um, I can't imagine like what the average single mom on food stamps is going through right now. I wonder how many people relapse because this was like the last thing. What happened to us? What happened? Maybe we were never great to begin with. Huh. I can argue that. Um, something in my eye. But if these people don't get their SNAP benefits, once they realize they're not getting any food, once they realize they're not getting any cash assistance this month, I don't give a shit what they do. I don't because at this point, enough is enough because we have been taking it up the ass all year from this administration. We've been butt fucked. We've been sodomized. Sodomy. Um, with no warning, no lubrication, just straight up. For those of you who know what that means, Are they gonna take this video down? Oh shit. Um, like imagine if you didn't have Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, imagine this year like, oh, no Thanksgiving, no family time, no holiday. This is fun. He's taking away the spirit of America by taking away the fucking food stamps for November. What are you doing? And then are you gonna take it away for December too? For Christmas? And then I heard that the cessation of food stamps is extending to free lunch programs. So I knew kids, look, this sounds, I know you heard this, that lunch is the only meal for some children. I grew up with friends who had neglectful mothers, who were poor, who were on food stamps. And yes, school lunch and school breakfast, free lunch and breakfast was their only meal. I'm not saying every mom is a bad mom or like a negligent mom or whatever, but like if when you don't have a lot of money, your life sucks here. It does. Money buys happiness here. Money matters here. If for anyone telling you like money is the root of all evil, the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not evil. It's a necessity. It's vital. Um, and your whole identity, your whole purpose, your whole self-esteem is tied to what you do to earn money, whether you like it or not. Your ego. And if you think it's not, and you're an American, and you're just lying to yourself, and you can argue with me in the comments. But I'm angry, but I'm gonna eat this month. And I can't believe that like eating has become a luxury overnight. This is late stage. This is end stage capitalism. They're wanting to put chips in our fucking babies' brains. Like, and they're reading our thoughts. I don't know how. It's fucking from the phone though. It's from the phone. They're reading our thoughts and they're creating ads for us. Like don't be surprised if you start dreaming of shit and wake up and start buying it. Like don't be surprised. Don't be Now I sound like a fucking crazy ass conspiracy theorist. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is the Manic Candice podcast. See, I beat you to the punch. Because I'd be damned if people call me crazy and mean it. I am crazy. It's kind of fun. Keeps people on their toes. Keeps me on my toes. Ah! I wish I could tell you everything going on in my life right now because it's like a rom-com joke, but I have to stay silent. And only time will tell. Only time will tell. I really hope that people eat the rich Saturday. Saturday. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like I really hope we eat them. Let's eat them. Let's eat them. They ate us. They ate us spiritually. They ate us financially, medically, politically, and they're rude. Oh, they're so rude. They can't even pretend to be nice. And they rub it in our face. Let's fucking eat them. I am gonna take a stab at I'm gonna take a fork to their children. Let's eat their children. Let's just eat them all. I mean, for Thanksgiving, we're gonna have a real American. We're gonna have an all American Thanksgiving this month because we're gonna eat the rich. Who's gonna be the fucking turkey? Who's gonna be the ham? I want Trump to be the ham. He looks like a good ham. He looks like a good ham. That belly. They're looking real scrumptious right now. They're looking real cutesy, and I'm looking real, like I'm looking real ghost face right now. Feed us. And look at us. Shame on us begging for food. The Americans of the first few generations would be so fucking ashamed of us. The people who ran from kings and queens to be free. Free for what they say, free for what they believe in, free to jack off, free to free to sin. Let's talk about it. Um, Mark, Mark, mark my words. We will eat you. Put Grimes, put him in the pot. Put him in the pot. As Tim Dillon said, put him in the pot. Put it in the pot. Where do I get this shit? Anyway, America, you better snap because you're gonna starve. No pun intended. This has been Candice with the Manic Candice podcast. Thank you for listening. Please share this episode with your friends, family, and your followers. Please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. And I bid you adieu. If you're new here, I've been having this podcast for 4 years now, and I have been primarily audio on SoundCloud. I'm not on SoundCloud, on fucking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, RSS, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Samsung Podcasts. You get the idea. YouTube is a new territory for me. If you see episodes that are not in video format and you don't like the way they look or sound on YouTube, I'm talking about the audio only episodes, please go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It's free. No ads because I'm not monetized there. But it's a lot, but it's a better listening experience. The videos are also on Spotify and YouTube, so that's only where it's at. But I just wanted to say that before we get into today's episode. Okay, thank you.